sugar from the sky. Pour in LSD and put it back. Fucking amen. Who can squash republics like bananas if they do not like the social manners? Fucking amen. Who can train guerrillas by the dozen? Send them out to kill their untrained cousins. Fucking amen.
That itch powder you're putting on there? Or?
Garlic.
Oh, garlic. Okay. Hello, this is Famous Times 2, and my name is Jason Howard. That is Tuli Kupferberg, not a CIA man, though he is a fucking A man. And this will conclude our series of interviews with him this evening. He'll talk more about the Fugs, with whom he's been associated for almost 40 years. And Tuli is also a cartoonist, has a program on Manhattan Neighborhood Network, and is a poet, as well as songwriter. This is the last recorded show of this sordid millennium, and it seems to me fitting to go out with one of the more notable figures of this millennium, Mr. Kupferberg.
So the technology, actually cyber technology, is in command, and the Marxists and the anarchists both had analysis of 19th century society, and they were pretty good as far as they went, but it's 150 years since the Communist Manifesto, and it really hasn't worked out. So now we have I don't see any viable analysis of what's happening to society. So we need something new, and the technology is sort of in command, so that it's destroying institutions that we thought, that we sort of almost used to work. Thought we knew how they worked. For instance, I think it was Lenin, although it's probably Marx, and then it was probably someone before him who said that the state is the executive committee of the ruling class, but now maybe the state is just a
website.
Yeah, just a website, and the corporations, it's heading towards one big corporation.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you have all these new national states ready to buy defense equipment from the U.S. Every time there's a new state, they need an army, like the Palestine. I guess I'm for Palestinian statehood, but I don't exactly know why, because I'm even against Israeli statehood. So, but it evens the battlefield. You know that phrase, even the playing field. So,
is there a point you could, in your mind, say where that happened, where this technology took over? Is there a particular point?
It's computer-based. I mean, I'm just
so from the
starting
80s?
to use computers. No, it's been happening.
Has it been a gradual process?
Well, I mean, the first American great monopolies, like the Rockefeller, the oil and steel monopolies, they were the beginning of. Now these are world, they become world monopolies. So the corporations have nationals, like Japan and General, you see it in the auto industry. I mean, I can see it. I never consider myself an economist or knowing much about it.
But you're sort of, you're known, at least implicitly, as an anarchist. And
Yeah.
so I'm very surprised that one of the first things I'm hearing out of you is that that anarchism is outdated.
No, it's not that it's outdated. It's just that it hasn't. Well, it never had a chance. But neither did Marxism have a chance, and it never. And I don't see it having a very wonderful chance immediately either. And in other words, it's okay to have a nice theoretical program like the Marxists did, which was basically proletarian, or based on the proletariat. And now Now there isn't any proletariat. There are only individual contractors. You know, there are no workers anymore. This is my latest print, and I've collected these things over a period of many years, but I sell them on the street. Now the only person who bought it, and I was very excited, my friend has the peddler's license, and I'm only the helper. I'm only an adjunct peddler. So the only person who bought this so far was a Brit, you know, and they still have some sort of working class conscience. So he thought it was wonderful, she told me.
Are they buttons or?
They're buttons and match.
Oh, matchbook, yeah.
2 matchbooks. And this one I think is British, which says, keep smiling, the boss loves idiots.
Some of your songs are really, the older I get, the more I appreciate them. I think Morning is one of the prettiest songs I've ever heard.
Yeah,
Does that come from someplace inside you?
That came from a great, the end of a love affair, and that was one of the only songs that sort of came to me, the melody and the words. So
it's beautiful song. I know you've been told that many times, probably.
Yeah, I like the song, but it's...
And then the Nothing obviously has a Jewish...
yeah, there's a strange thing about that. Yeah, there's a Yiddish song called Bulbus. Bulbus is a Slavic word meaning potatoes. And the song is Montik Bulbus, Dienstig Bulbus, Mittwoch, Donnerstag Bulbus. So that's a humorous song. Yeah, this is a Jewish song. Then I collect a lot of records too, not anymore much. When I hear the melody on a Ukrainian folk song, I couldn't understand the Ukrainian, so everyone borrows from someplace else. So it was obviously a Ukrainian melody.
And the CIA Man you got from like one of the TV shows had a similar melody, didn't they? Like, it's sort of like Secret Agent.
You know, there are only a certain limited number of notes, so sometimes I take things and I don't even remember where they're from, or you twist a melody,
right?
And it doesn't matter to me.
When you got that from the CIA Man song, you were inspired. You've told the story in concert that you read it in the Times or Post article that they were putting itch powder on toilet seats or something.
Well, you know, during who was the senator in the 50s, I think. A very famous commission investigated the CIA, and I think that came on. And this guy actually was telling this, you know, it's like a high school joke. He was telling this, I think he was boasting about it.
Who were they planning to use it against?
Lefties.
In the United States?
Yeah, they put it, you know, when there'd be, say, a Socialist Party, SDS convention, they put this itching powder on the toilet seat. That'll do it.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't cyanide, although we know they've done that too.
Yeah. Okay, so the Fugs became really popular just in the New York area, pretty much, and in college campuses and San Francisco.
Yeah.
How fast did that take off?
It happened immediately.
Immediately, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we used to have our friends would come up on stage, and Ted Berrigan, I think, wrote the guy who writes art criticism. Other people would give us their songs. Ted Berrigan, I think, wrote the archetypical Fugs song that goes, it's doing all right, and when does it stop? Oh yeah, I got hairs growing around my nose and throat. I don't ever exercise the right to vote. Or when you see me on the street, you yell, Jesus Christ, but I'm getting mine. I'm doing all right.
That was